paper is Dance with Soundscape, Water Buffaloes and Humans in Northeastern Cambodia by Inoue. Dr. Inoue studied ethnomusicology and anthropology. He received his PhD in musicology in 2017 from Kyoto City University of Arts and now is a visiting postdoctoral researcher at the National Museum of Ethnology, Japan. He has conducted field work in the communities of the Krung, one of the indigenous minority groups in northeastern Cambodia since 2011. His research addresses the topics such as the relationship between sound and spirit beings, motivation for musicking, and doing various music-related activities in the people's everyday lives. He was a professional TV program director and previously directed several documentary films. In the academy, he is also interested in audiovisual ethnography, in which he navigates soundscapes of the natural and artificial environment overlapping with the Krung's life world. His study gongs, spirits, and miscellaneous gatherings without restraint, sacrifice and spirit possession in northeastern Cambodia was published in the Journal of the Society for Research in Asiatic Music in 2014.
Dance with Soundscape, Water Buffalo and Humans in Northeastern Cambodia, Inoue. Introduction is here. Through a video clip, I will demonstrate the soundscape, including cowbell sounds. By applying the anthropology of sound, we shall examine how a moment is shared between water buffaloes and human beings. The emphasis here is on how, through the cowbell, humans attune their own rhythms to those of the buffaloes. I use the word rhythm in a broad and flexible sense, such that it encompasses the atmosphere, feelings, moods, and vibes. I believe that the art of living primarily involves the sharing of rhythm beyond the physical confines posed by the biological differences in species. It also entails listening carefully to the soundscape. This presentation considers the creation of a moment of life through the sharing of rhythms and listening to soundscapes. Outline of the video is as follows. The study has been conducted in northeastern Cambodia, a region comprising plateaus and mountains. The highland people that I have studied are the Krung, one of the indigenous groups of Cambodia. The Krung population is approximately 20,000. They earn their living by growing upland rice and cultivating cashew nuts. Many households also raise buffaloes. Buffaloes need to be grazed, which means being let free to wander about in forests and bathe in swamps. Fortunately, this area has vast fields and mountains. The buffaloes wander through bushes that humans do not usually go into. Thus, the herders must rely on the sound of cowbells to locate the buffaloes. The sound of cowbells are interspersed with the sound of nature, that is, the surrounding fields and mountains. The herders also attend to these naturalistic sounds. Grazing buffaloes is a 4-day activity. The herders must wait until the buffaloes have finished eating and grazing. The herders not only listen carefully to the buffalo sounds, but also involve themselves in the rhythms created by the buffaloes. The sound of cowbells represents the endogenous rhythms of buffaloes walking and moving. It is an expression of a moment of their lives. The herders listen to the sound and perhaps attune their own rhythms to that of the buffaloes. Hence, they share some moments with the buffaloes. In the video I shall now be presenting, the cowbell sound and soundscape can be heard very faintly. Please watch and listen carefully. This is a video presentation.
Yo. Cha cho nó bác ngập hay. Từ tăng the dog. Mà tôi không được có tay được cái dog rồi mà là ghép.
Đủ đấy.
Cô ya phơi tư lại. Là bực hè. Buồn cả đến tuần từ chim ta nó.
Em có mà nhỉ?
Chẳng por claim.
Por claim.
ละต่ออินตื่นมาเยอะมินเอาตื่นหมด
dong kadok lại.
Chứมันเยอะมาคนกระปุยชามาตรงน่ะ
ก็คือไอ้ตะนอนอยู่มือหา
มันต้องแข็งแรง
Đó. En.
เอ็นแข็งแรงเลย
À.
เอาไงแง่ตื่นยาเลย
Nhưng
คือไอ้ลันอยู่มือหาแลมันก็มาจำเตอแต่เตอคนจริงก็เลยกระปืน
เอิ้นน้องเอิ้นมือเห็น
ให้ด้วยดัง
đang cái cao cái gì cái sang cái gì cái cái nhân giao ra bên này gặp nát ra rồi vô mình chắc ini mau beli ya
nó mất hai.
bánh như thế này
Anh em nằm tránh nhé. I begin with the issue of transcending the border of species. The footage depicts two women lying down in the field to take a nap, all the while feeling the rhythm produced by the buffaloes as they eat and bathe at leisure. It appears that the human's movements become synchronized with the buffalo's endogenous rhythms. It is possible that such entrainment occurs in different species. In any case, human beings have the imaginative capacity to adapt the perspective of animals or even inanimate objects. We have the concept of correspondence, meaning that human beings intuit a sense of continuity with non-human creatures and engage with their lives. Thus, in the scene where the two women are lying, we can perceive the synchronization between the human and the buffalo rhythms, and a sort of correspondence in which humans' lives intertwine with the lives of buffaloes. The next issue is the creation of time. Rhythm and atmosphere are almost synonymous. Atmosphere refers to a shared sense of affective intensity and is described as occupying an immersive, resonant, and spherical spatiality, much like sound itself, said ethnomusicologist Andrew Macro. The rhythm of the buffalo creates the atmosphere of the space the buffalo occupies. Similarly, rhythm and pure duration are also commensurate. Japanese writer Shinko Kyo says, "It's not that the flow of time in life is dotted with encounters and events. Rather, each time an encounter or event occurs, the flow of time of life occurs with it." This phrase aptly describes philosopher Henri Bergson's concept of pure duration. The human entrainment into the buffalo's rhythm can be described as an integration of the pure duration of the human being with that of the buffalo. Rhythm is atmosphere and pure duration. We can say that humans and buffaloes are creating one common time with one another. We can find the issue of soundscape in it. According to Murray Schafer, the significant features of the soundscape can be categorized into several auditory types. In his classification, the sound of cowbells falls within the category signals. Schafer says, signals are foreground sounds and they are listened to consciously. Yet, the sound of cowbells is only faintly audible in the ambient noise. To listen to it actively, people have to passively immerse themselves in the environment, listening carefully to the different sounds. In the video, you might have heard the sound of spring water and the crackling sound of people stepping on dead leaves. Among these sounds, you might have heard the lowing of a buffalo or the cowbells. The issue of soundscape can be summarized as follows. By immersing themselves in the soundscape, humans are moving within the same pure duration or atmosphere as the buffaloes. This is conclusion. By immersing themselves in the soundscape, humans are moving within the same pure duration or atmosphere as the buffaloes. A moment of life lived with others occurs through the experience of sounds. I want to think of it as a creation. This may be an approach for thinking radically about the music. Shouldn't we ethnomusicologists or musical anthropologists think more deeply about the creation of a moment of life mediated by sound from the viewpoint of quotidian life. References are as follows. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.